Hi, Arcfieldweather.com meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Tuesday morning, October 11th. We have a very active frontal system coming to the Mid-Atlantic region, the northeastern part of the nation for Thursday and Thursday night. It will be accompanied by some downpours. Strong wind gusts are possible, isolated to scattered thunderstorms as well. A cool air mass is to follow for Friday and Saturday, and there may be another frontal system to deal with in the Great Lakes region, the northeastern part of the country by the latter part of the upcoming weekend or the early part of next week. This is the total precipitation forecast as depicted by NOAA's Weather Prediction Center between this morning, Tuesday morning, and Friday morning. And the vast majority of this right here in the northeastern states will fall with that frontal system on Thursday and Thursday night. Really anywhere from, let's say, Philadelphia up north and east all the way up through New England can get some significant rainfall. Downpours are certainly possible, even down in the D.C. metro region, but really it's setting up so that the farther north and east you go, the better chances from flooding type rainfall Thursday into Thursday night. And again, strong thunderstorms are possible, certainly strong wind gusts are possible with this active frontal system that will arrive on Thursday and pass through the northeastern states later on Thursday night. Well, let's take a look at some of the main culprits involved for the active weather that is expected in the northeastern part of the country on Thursday. And first we're looking here at the 0Z run of the GFS, the vorticity fields. These are areas of spin in the upper part of the atmosphere that can lead to upward motion down at the lower levels of the atmosphere. And we certainly have a strong system coming into the middle part of the country here by tomorrow afternoon, and then it slides to the south and east by the time we get to Thursday afternoon. Now notice here we've often talked about a negatively tilted upper level trough. What that really refers to is an upper level trough that is oriented from the northwest to the southeast, just like this particular system is in this fashion. You can imagine the upper level low sitting right here, and that upper level trough is taking on a negative tilt to it. And what that does is it leads to upward motion in this particular quadrant right here on the eastern side of a negatively tilted trough. And really the farther north and east you go, the more the potential for some heavy downpours. So in other words, New York City has a better chance for some heavy downpours on Thursday and Thursday night than does Washington, D.C. area. But really anywhere from Maryland, Virginia up to the north and east, there can be some significant rainfall in a short period of time Thursday and Thursday night, and again the possibility of some strong wind gusts. Let's move forward here, and here we go. By the time we get into Friday morning, pretty unsettled weather pattern with that upper level low right here situated still on Friday morning. By the time we get to Friday morning over the northern plains, the upper part of the Midwest. By this time the surface front is through the Mid-Atlantic region. It certainly looks like a cooler day on Friday, maybe breezy as well, partial sunshine in this part of the nation. Then we go ahead into the upcoming weekend, and really that upper level low kind of hangs around the Great Lakes region. Here we are Saturday and finally into Sunday, and still kind of situated over the Hudson Bay region of Canada, still somewhat unstable all the way down into the northeastern part of the nation. Well, let's take a look at the 850 millibar temperature anomalies, again using the 0Z run of the GFS. We're starting off today a little bit cooler than normal here in the Mid-Atlantic region, but the afternoon will be quite nice indeed, with plenty of sunshine to boost temperatures to probably between 70 and 75 degrees in that immediate I-95 corridor region from D.C. to Philadelphia to New York City. Now let's move forward here. And it remains comfortable on Wednesday, another decent day on Wednesday with high pressure in control. And here we go, by the time we get to Thursday morning, you can start to see the delineation of the temperature pattern right in this area right here. And this is the frontal system at the surface, a cold front right here come Thursday morning, and it is advancing to the south and east with colder than normal conditions behind it, warmer than normal conditions up ahead of it. And that cool air mass will flow to the south and east. And here we go by Thursday, late Thursday night, that front now about at the coastline here on Thursday night going into early morning hours of Friday morning. And then following the front, the cool air pushes in. A relatively cool day, a little bit below normal for this time of the year, and that core of the coldest air stays over the Great Lakes, and with that upper level low kind of spinning around there, it kind of can rotate around and come on through into the northeastern states in full fury by the time we get to the early part of next week. This is the forecast map of 850 millibar temperature anomalies, about a week away, let's say next late Monday going into Tuesday. The full fury of that chilly air mass will rotate around into the northeastern states by the early part of next week. Well, let's now take a look at the surface forecast maps, and let's start off here with mentioning a high pressure situated over the mid-Atlantic region. Again, a nice day today, high temperature 70 to 75 degrees. DC, Philadelphia, New York City, surrounding areas. Look at this fetch of air here. On the back side of that high, you have a long fetch, basically of a southwesterly flow pumping some milder air out ahead of that next frontal system, all the way from the Rocky Mountain states into the western part of the Great Lakes, again on the backside of this high pressure system. That high tends to hang around, tends to remain close enough to produce some more nice weather on Wednesday, and then we start looking upstream, and here comes the beginnings of the rainfall late tomorrow night going into Thursday morning. Right here we have the cold frontal system starting to show up here in the Ohio Valley, right about this region right here come early Thursday morning. Some moist air flowing up ahead of that frontal system from the southeastern part of the U.S. into the mid-Atlantic region, the northeast U.S. And we see here that GFS is putting out some yellows starting to show up here by midday on Thursday, and especially by Thursday evening. This could potentially be kind of a squall line with some scattered thunderstorms late Thursday afternoon going into Thursday evening from Philadelphia up across just west of New York City into the Hudson Valley region of New York. Certainly some downpours possible with this frontal system Thursday into Thursday night. Philadelphia, north and east, all the way up into interior New England. We go into the late evening hours on Thursday, and look at this outbreak of some heavy rainfall right in interior New England. New York State, New England can certainly receive some heavy rainfalls, maybe some flash flooding as a concern here up across New England, New York State, late Thursday night. And look at the blues starting to show up on the maps here. This is in that cold air mass over the south central part of Canada, western Great Lakes region. Blue, of course, represents snow, and we'll see more and more of that over as time passes from the fall headed into the winter season. Here we go now into Wednesday morning, Friday morning. At this time, the surface front does clear the coast, but remember, we talked about an upper level low still kind of spinning in this region right here, and that keeps it quite unstable over the Great Lakes, and eventually that whole system tends to kind of rotate around into the northeastern part of the country. By the time we get to Sunday, it starts to take a dive to the south and east, and some scattered shower activity is possible later Sunday going into Sunday night in the mid-Atlantic region. May get unstable again in the atmosphere with that upper level low kind of rotating around, and here we go by next Monday morning. You could have a chilly air really rotating in full fury by the time we get to the early part of next week. So plenty of cool air masses headed to the northeastern part of the nation over the next couple of weeks. We have a very nice weather this afternoon and again on Wednesday, but then an active weather day, mid-Atlantic, New England, all the northeastern part of the nation on Thursday into Thursday night with a strong cold frontal system. Certainly can be some downpours possible, strong wind gusts are possible, and some isolated to scattered thunderstorms as well. That's it for now. For ArcfieldWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.